Well, it may soon be illegal to leave a dog outside under certain conditions in Alabama. A state representative from Montgomery is planning to file a bill during this year's legislative session. The new session starts on February 4th. WAAY 31's Georgia Clark joins us live now after speaking to that lawmaker about the bill. Georgia.
Well, Philip Ensler, representative from Montgomery, is finalizing his draft of a bill that would make it illegal to leave your dog tied up outside. But there's a few things about this bill he wants you to be aware of. If you leave your dogs tied up outside, soon you may have to follow new rules. That's if Representative Philip Ensler's proposed bill passes during this year's legislative session. Any owners with outside dogs who are found with heavy chains and collars, limited access to food and water, or without adequate shelter could face legal consequences.
You need teeth in it in order for people to abide by something. But, the hope is that when we put the bill out there and that it hopefully, of course, gets passed, that it will lead to people changing their behavior if they are treating their dogs in an inhumane way.
Ensler says their main focus is on domesticated pets rather than working or farm dogs. He's had people from across the state reaching out to him about this issue.
I've heard from people in the most southern part of the state to the most northern and everywhere in between. Personally, I've always loved and had a soft spot for dogs and for pets. Grew up with dogs, so there was no having to convince me of the need.
Though the exact details of this bill are still in draft until it's released next week, Kelly Taylor with the animal activist group Save the Animals says this kind of bill is important.
And doing this will empower Madison County animal control officers to be able to take that extra step and see about animals where they can't now.
Taylor says the gray area in Alabama, which still allows dogs to be tied up in poor conditions, can cause them to become aggressive.
Animals that are often left tethered like that, you've heard of kennel rage before, it would be tether rage. Their personalities would begin to change, and if these animals become loose, they do become a menace to society.
Well, Ensler plans to file that bill next week, and we will, of course, keep you updated on the specifics on air and online at WAAYTV.com. Reporting live in Huntsville with coverage you can count on, Georgia Clark, WAAY 31 News.